I'm using these videos for three main things. The first thing is for me to be as true to myself as well as true to you guys as possible. I'm not scripting my videos. I'm not telling myself, you need to make sure you're telling them this, you're telling them that, and you're not telling them that. I'm not doing any of that. I'm being as true to myself as well as true to you guys as possible. I'm also using this as a way to get myself out of my introverted phase and go back to my extroverted phase that I was in when I was approximately 10. The last main thing that I'm trying to use these videos for is to train myself out of saying the word every 5 seconds. I've noticed that I do that constantly. I've noticed them specifically when I'm editing my videos. I don't notice it when I'm making the videos, but I do notice it when I'm editing the videos. Every 5 seconds I have to take out the word or an awkward silence, and it's a little frustrating. So I'm going to try not doing that. I'm going to try not making those weird noises or silences. And I'm going to try to get myself to the point where I do not have to edit my videos. That being said, this video is not going to be edited, and neither was the video that I posted the last video I posted. English is not my strong suit. That is also a catchphrase of mine constantly. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background about myself. I didn't really do that in the first video that I posted, and I kind of was upset with myself. One thing that I want you guys to really understand is that I have been struggling with a lot of mental issues, and that was specifically brought on by traumatic experiences that I had as a child. Not surprising, because there are a lot of people who a considerable amount of people who do go through traumatic experiences as a child. I unfortunately am one of those people. I'm not a fan of it happening, and I really, in the long run, I'm trying to make a difference in the world to where it doesn't happen. I will give you guys a background about what it was that I went through a little bit later when it's in a more appropriate setting. This is not really an appropriate setting to talk about. I do want to let you guys know, though, I struggle with memory issues, which is a big reason why I wanted to start doing videos anyway. I did start making a scrapbook with pictures and stuff so I could remind myself of things that have happened to me or happened with me or that I've done, but it's not necessarily something that it's not necessarily something that was fruitful, because it's just pictures. With videos, I can tell a story and then revisit it, hear the story, and then I'll be able to visualize what happened, especially if I do insert pictures into that as well. Another big thing that I struggle with is depression, but again, that's not surprising. A considerable amount of people do struggle with depression. I'm not entirely a big fan of the fact that people nowadays are downplaying depression as if it's just something in your mind. I understand it is something in your mind, but they're also downplaying it as something minorly inconvenienced them. Oh, I'm so depressed today. That's not what you're trying to convey. You're trying to convey that you are upset, not depressed. Depressed is something that you have to experience. Depression is something you experience long term. It's not just something that happened one day and then it went away. Particularly with me, I happen to deal with depression on a daily basis, if not on an hourly basis. It's really my main goal to push it in the back of my mind, because I know it's not going to go away, but I'm trying to push it in the back of my mind and push through it so that I can show you guys that I'm being a healthy person. I'm taking care of myself as well as I'm taking care of everybody around me, and trying to show you guys that if I can do it, you can do it. It is hard for me to go to work 2 jobs every day, and in the end, it's just, I don't know how to convey it in words. I don't take care of that portion of what I'm feeling. I don't slip into it either. I don't pay attention to it. It's kind of just like it's sitting in the back of my mind, and I just happen to experience more overwhelming feelings of it every once in a while, which is not necessarily a healthy way to treat my feelings and treat my depression, but it is a way that I am learning to cope. I am also learning more coping mechanisms to go through life with, and I'm hoping that my new coping mechanisms will be something that can help anybody else, somebody else, which is another reason why I'm doing the videos, is so that I can make somebody smile, because I need to. Anyway, I'm gonna pause this video right now because I don't necessarily know what I was gonna say next. things that I struggled with in the past were things that depression had caused me to feel, like anxiety. I said twice. One of the things that made me super anxious, and I don't know why, was eating in front of people, to the point where I couldn't go out and eat with anybody for, I think it was like a year-long period, unless I was at home. I couldn't really eat in front of everybody, or anybody, I'm sorry. And it was weird I would take 2 bites of food and get nauseous and wouldn't be able to eat. I don't know why that happened. I have grown out of it, so I guess there's that. Another thing that I have an issue with is anxiety related asthma. I do get to the point where I'm so anxious I can't breathe, so I have to have an inhaler on me at all times. One of the things that I do really like about my current coping mechanisms, which I don't really know what they are, I kind of just flow through life, but one thing that I really do like about my current coping mechanisms is the fact that I haven't had to deal with anxiety related asthma in about a year. I haven't had to use my inhaler in about a year. I think what I'm just doing is ignoring what I'm feeling, which is not very healthy. I do not condone. I do very much condone mental health therapy. I can't afford it. So I'm trying to live life affordably. I've said so many times, and I'm really frustrated with myself, but I do want to also let you guys know that in future videos you'll hear me talk more about the positive side of mental health therapy, as well as the positive side of just having healthy mental health in general. Things that have really bothered me recently is that people don't really pay attention to their own mental health, let alone others. They don't really pay attention to how their actions can affect other people, which is frustrating to me. I over pay attention to how my actions make other people feel, to the point where I'm meticulously micromanaging my own self. And I'm not entirely happy about that. These are just some things that I struggle with. I have other things that I struggle with as well, but I currently can't think of them, so I'm not gonna name them. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am trying to be my best for you guys as well as myself. I know that there's not a lot of people watching my videos, but I'm hoping that the people that do watch my videos get some sort of inspiration out of me at some point. Maybe not through this video, but maybe through my next one that I haven't recorded yet. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I still don't know if there's another sentence that I'm going to add after that. I could say stay cozy, but that's more of a say we can fly thing. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks!